Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. For those who don't know, my name is Nick Leland, and I make movie reviews and also documentaries on movie history. And before we get into this review, I want to preface that I have my new documentary, Mack, Sennett, Hollywood's King of Comedy, premiering September 26th at 10 a.m. And the link will be in the description so that you don't miss out on that. And I also want to preface that it is allergy season in Iowa. I have try to clear my sinuses, but I just can't. So if my voice doesn't sound the best, I am really sorry. I did what I can, but either way, I greatly appreciate you for clicking on this video. So with all that out of the way, let's get into my review of the 1954 movie Godzilla. So this movie follows a group of scientists and soldiers who are faced with a giant fire-breathing dinosaur who's been awakened due to testing of the hydrogen bomb, and now they've got to decide whether they should kill it or find some sort of way to study it. Now, Godzilla is one of my personal favorite examples of how movies, specifically horror movies, are inherently political. For those who don't know, or in case it wasn't obvious, Godzilla is based on the threat of nuclear weapons and the trauma Japan faced from them due to the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II. And this isn't hinted at, mind you. It's explained multiple times throughout the film, whether it's the scientists explaining how Godzilla arose due to the hydrogen bomb, or side characters talking about how they escaped the bombing of Nagasaki. There's so much political context beautifully infused in this film. So it just always makes me laugh when people, specifically conservatives, complain about this in modern films, because there's countless examples to show them that this is how movies have always been done. Whether, again, you've got Godzilla being about the threats of nuclear weapons, or All Quiet on the Western Front, or Johnny Got His Gun being about the realities of World War I, or something as simple as A Christmas Carol just being about being a decent person and giving a crap about the people around you. My point is, movies have always been political, and people need to stop complaining about it. And aside from that, Godzilla is also one of my all-time favorite films. The special effects, in my opinion, are some of the best from the 50s. You watch how effortlessly he destroys Tokyo and wreaks havoc on civilians, and it's breathtaking to see these practical effects holding up 71 years later. I think specifically to the scene where he's approaching reporters on a tower, and you feel the panic in their voices as they permanently sign off, and the monster just eats it and they fall to their deaths while the city burns behind Godzilla. Or you've got other scenes where fighter pilots are trying, and they manage to make Godzilla temporarily go away, but they fail to kill him as they realize, due to the hydrogen bomb, he's more or less indestructible. And this also ties into how they reveal Godzilla and the threat he poses on Japan as the film goes on. In the start of the film, you've got a boat that goes down after seeing a giant flash of light, which, fun fact, was actually inspired by a true story of a fishing boat that was victim to the hydrogen bomb and the radio operator dying due to radiation poisoning. And then you see a village that has folklore about giant creatures like Godzilla. And finally, around the 20-ish minute mark, you actually see him from the distance behind this giant mountain. And it's that kind of foreshadowing and suspense that makes me, as someone watching the movie, feel very rewarded for actually paying attention to everything that's going on. It's a breath of fresh air, if you will, as someone who is much too used to YouTubers and modern movies and shows insisting on having flashing lights or random actions happening every single second. So it's just nice to have something that isn't trying to burn my eyes, if you will. And Godzilla's also got some great performances from both the main and supporting casts. And if I mispronounce any actor or character's name, I am really sorry. I'm doing my best. But my personal favorite performances are Akira Takarada as Hideko Ogata and Akihiko Hirato as Dr. Daisuke Serizawa. Hideko being a young soldier who's more or less the main character of the film, aside from Godzilla, and Serizawa, a doctor who is forced to consider whether he should use a weapon he accidentally discovered on Godzilla. You really feel the weight of their decisions as the film goes on, and understand no one is doing anything without thinking long and hard about it. For context, from talking about, Serizawa's weapon is basically able to kill stuff really fast, and he's understandably worried about anyone, not just foreign countries, anyone getting their hands on it, and is reluctant until near the end of the film to resort to using it. And you've also got Dr. Koichi Yamane, played by Takashi Shimura, who wants to let Godzilla live so humans can study it. And it's, again, not a belief he takes without great thought as well, since he's letting a victim of the earlier mentioned village stay with him while everything is going on. So again, it's that kind of development, I'd argue, that treats a viewer with the most amount of respect, because it rewards you for, again, actually paying attention and embracing how it builds up the threat of Godzilla and what he is capable of, and encouraging you to think about the consequences and serious topics that the film discusses, that was both going on at the time and that still is going on today. And it's all of those kinds of reasons why this is one of the main movies I will always recommend to someone who wants to get into horror movies, because it embodies everything that horror movies stand for. It's got politics, it's got great writing, great acting, fantastic special effects, and overall it's just one heck of a time. So again, to recap, Godzilla 1954 is one of my all-time favorite films. It's, in my opinion, one of the best monster movies ever made, and if you've never seen it, it's one of the first ones I'd recommend if you want to get into this genre. Now, before I go, I want to thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future movie reviews and documentaries. And if you have seen Godzilla, let me know what you think of it in the comments, or also what your favorite Godzilla movie is. And until next time, my name is Nick Leland. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.